All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing great. I haven't posted here in a while, and I'm not even sure if anybody's going to see this because there's only 10 subscribers. So if you can help me fix that, that'd be great. I'd continue to keep posting on this, on this channel. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about brain retraining. If you've gone through any kind of chronic fatigue, health, I don't care what it is, on COVID, mold, it doesn't really matter. It's anything that if you were like me and you found yourself just like searching for answers for years, like why do I don't feel good, and then just nothing like big shows up, or even if something does, like I got diagnosed with a few things like, oh, you have a narrowing in one of your heart valves, you can take some baby aspirin, or what else was there, nodule on my lung. And those are free. When you're already not feeling good, you're like freaking out, right? Might be a little wind, but through my journey, and even right now, like I don't feel 100%, and this took a lot out of me, right? And I'm sure it took a lot out of you. It's like almost like you have post-traumatic stress disorder when you go through this type of situation. And really, if you've been into the world of chronic fatigue or any of these types of conditions, you've probably heard of brain retraining. And I know I did, and I was paying for courses. I can't tell you how many times I just launched myself into the ER, just like run me through the scanner, see if something's not right. And there's even been days, like even that's why I'm in this van right now. I'm on a road trip. I just got done doing 10 days in this van, Joshua Tree, Laughlin, Nevada, Lake Havasu, Las Vegas. And, when you hear about brain retraining, I don't know how much of a deep dive you've done, but I think I tend to overcomplicate it. Like, what am I missing? What do I need to do? And I think we all want to just kind of have that silver bullet, like noticeable improvement, like just something to provide noticeable improvement. But the one I would say, if I was to boil down the biggest things that have helped me in this journey, was diet, cutting out a lot of the sugar, dairy, and processed stuff. And I'm not saying cutting it all the way out. I mean, if you can, great, but even reducing it. Cleaning up the diet was huge. Of course, a lot of fluids and hydration. But when it comes to brain retraining, even like I started feeling like funky again. The weather was turning, it's getting wintry. And I don't know, I just started to, once you start feeling better, you kind of feel like you got to play catch up and you want to get back to life. But your life sometimes has to change. And you have to be a little more gentle with yourself. But one of the things when it comes to brain retraining that I've learned, even when I don't feel good, because I would typically, if I have I'm body scanning, something doesn't feel right, and something always doesn't feel right, I still deal with some symptoms, but I just don't let them take me to the hospital. But if, like, for me, getting out in the van and going on a road trip, especially getting into some of these nice weather, warm climates, the brain starts to think, well, Scott must be okay. He's on a road trip, or Scott must be okay. He's out and about. And sometimes it's taking your symptoms with you. And I know for a lot of you watching, me included, I did that. Like when I go to the grocery store or the mailbox or a little walk, I just felt so horrible. But in the back of my mind is like, should I go to the hospital? Should I go to the hospital? Should I go to the hospital? So once you kind of take that off the table and you're just like, I'm just going to go take my symptoms with me, the brain slowly or quickly, just everybody's going to be different in terms of you can't put a timetable on this, but it can happen quick. So that is the good news. But I've just noticed even now, like I feel mass improvement. And even though I wasn't feeling great, and in the back of my mind, the little voice is like, you should, call your doctor. And I have, but that's really what brain retraining is just going back to living, or not even going back, but going back, or just moving forward, getting out and about, doing things that you would have done normally, even if you don't feel great doing it. Eventually what happens is your body will start to, the mind-body connection will kick in. So, don't stop before the miracle happens. And And you know, I've had a big flare-ups before where I thought, like, I didn't understand the condition. I thought, okay, I'm done, I'm good to go. And then when a flare-up came, I freaked out. So flare-ups can happen, but they typically pass, you know. And so that's what my take is on brain retraining. Just go out, do what you can. I'm in Tucson, Arizona right now at a national park. I forgot the name of it. Sequoia. I don't know, something like that. A lot of cactus. Beautiful though. Look, there's Tucson down there. And I'm gonna go, I think, check out old Tucson here in a minute. And then I'm gonna continue on this road trip, see how far I can go. I'm hoping from California to Florida, cross-country road trip, something I've always wanted to do, and now I have an excuse to do it. So if you appreciate the content, or if you have any advice, leave in the comments below. You never know who you might help. And I'll see you on the next video.